How we doing, guys? This is the first episode of the Dark and Darker podcast. I'm here with my boys here, the Rot Spot and the Sleebo, as you guys can
How's it?
see.
How's everybody doing
We
on this
chillin',
fine day?
we chillin', we chillin'. So
Big chillin', big chillin'.
this is our three stack. So this is like the perfect. You're gonna hear everything from like a three stack, kind of like point of view. We hardly ever play alone, but we do have some topics for singles. So for the beginning, we're going to do introductions. So if the Rot Spot, if you'd like to give a quick introduction and tell us what your main is.
So I am the Rot Spot. I also stream Dark and Darker, Sal's co-host and Sibo's co-host on a lot of things here at the pizzeria. Gonna be one of your commanders if you join the pizzeria guild for sure.
Fuck yeah.
I am the drunken cleric. That is what I do. It's how I live my life day to day.
Yeah, you got that fucking
And
perk
with
on.
that said, I definitely believe that cleric's one of the best classes for sure. I
I'd
think
agree
they're just
with
one
that.
of the most well-rounded for sure as well. So
So you
you
main
want a drunk
cleric.
cleric on your team.
Yeah, and
just
you
like
do
me.
you're like the first person I saw do the drink the beer and fucking fuck people up with that stupid perk, dude.
Dude, you can make you can make a default mace a fucking battle weapon to be reckoned with
Dude,
if you just drink that and then do weapon strike.
On
It's
God.
awesome. It's nice.
Alright,
Yes, sir.
Sleebo, get you a quick introduction as well.
Yeah, well, I'm Sleebo, as you can tell. I main fighter and wizard. I also stream, of course, part of the pizzeria stream team. You know the deal. Uh, yeah. With that being said, Mitch, you're right. Cleric's great, but no, wizard,
Period. No,
wizard.
cleric's great period for sure.
No, wizard. It's got to be wizard. It's got to be wizard. Fireball, man. Um, yeah, no.
I feel like with
I prefer wizard now. I prefer wizard now. I think.
Wizard's good, but like I've been watching a lot of videos and like the high tier wizards, they don't even use fireball. They use the zap thing. They
Bro,
use
listen. You see the snipe sometimes. You see the snipe.
well, you see that
You see
shit
the
coming from
snipes
like a
with the
mile
fireball.
away.
Yeah, listen. That one I hit. You remember which one? Cause I shot it over your shoulder.
Oh yeah, no, that was like
Down
my
that
first
hallway.
game. This guy fucking kills me, dude.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. We were down. We were in a hallway, and you were chasing after some guy, and I shot a fireball down the same hallway, and it went like barely past you. It almost hit you. I'll be honest. But yeah, no, I got
Yeah,
the kill.
that
I'm
reminds me, like
sniping.
for later, I want to show you guys this video. Um, just to briefly touch on it. There's you know the shield, that big ass one, the Pavis.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
can,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could put that down like a fucking barrier, and like nothing can
Really?
destroy it, dude. It's so nutty.
I
And like
did not know
rangers can
that.
use it. I don't know. But
Heard
yeah,
about
I'm
that.
Salamich. I'm sure you guys know me from the private server stuff I've been doing, the map
Things been
access I
working.
have and all that shit. But I'm a rogue main. I'm the slimiest rat creature you'll ever meet. I'm in it for loot. Um, yeah, I love rogue. I think rogue's the best class in the game, but without cleric and mage giving me buffs, it's like very hard to do anything. Um, it's definitely the best solo class, and it's definitely the best moneymaker. But this is all subjective. We all think our classes are the best.
No,
So
I know mine.
for the first topic we have here today, we have day one plans. So Meech, what would you say your day one plans are?
Well, if we're gonna start with even before that, I've taken time off for this next playtest. I've taken
Yeah.
about a week off for the playtest alone. So day one, I'm probably gonna wake up an hour or two before the actual release time of the stream or whatever
Mhm.
of the game, excuse me. And yeah, I'll probably start with just watching all of the cleric videos. I know everybody out there has seen every single D&D YouTube video that's been posted
Yeah,
since
I definitely
last
have.
playtest release. I've actually been able to keep myself away from it, so I'm gonna binge it. I think within this like last week and just try to get all that knowledge like fresh. Obviously, we're gonna watch some clips here in the podcast
Yeah,
today and shit,
definitely.
but yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a lot of studying up on cleric. I know my boy Odin, shout out Odin in the Discord. He posted some crazy fun cleric strats with triple cleric buffs and stuff like that. I think there's
Interesting.
some fun stuff I want to do. I don't know if I want to do it earlier or later in the game, in the playtest. But that was one thing that I missed with this last playtest was just doing like triple class runs, like same class, doing like fun crazy barb shit or
Imagine,
Oh,
fun
bro.
crazy
dittos,
cleric.
ditto
Yeah,
Yeah,
runs.
there was like
yeah,
no time,
exactly.
dude.
Triplet runs, like it would just be really fun. Like yeah, and yeah, to bring back up Odin, he posted this really fun triple cleric. Where they all buffed the same cleric, and he just rocked kids. It was
Damn,
really
dude.
fun.
Imagine that plus the
So yeah.
beer buff. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, exactly. That's all I'm
You fucking,
thinking.
fucking
Or
shit
having
brick
the
house.
your legendary war maul as cleric, you know, it's just
Yeah.
fucking it's so
Yeah, I saw a
stupid.
video relating to the cleric. Some dude, he did solo lich kills as cleric. And
Damn.
dude, he'd bring in like 30 Molotovs, dude, and he just lit it on fire and just healed himself. Like, dude, it was so fucking nutty. I gotta send you that video, but uh,
Funny. Well, yeah, it's like Rogue is very much. I agree with the statement. Rogue is the best money maker solo class if you're gonna play the game solo. I think
Yeah.
the game does a good job of just letting you, especially with it being as early it is, like just letting you have fun exploiting the mobs and the weapons that are available, like the fucking Molotovs, the lanterns, the stuff like that.
yeah,
Where,
I
like
think
you know,
I like
yeah,
this. It's like safe spawning in RuneScape. I think it should be
yeah,
part of the
exactly.
game because it puts you at a disadvantage. Like if you're safe spawning something and
Mhm.
like an enemy team comes there, they could just fucking beat your ass. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
because you have fucking mob aggro. Um,
Hmm.
Slibo, what are your day one plans? Did you take any time off of work or anything like that?
No, I didn't myself, but yeah, I will be grinding it. I'm gonna be streaming it a lot,
Hell yeah.
in my free time. Obviously with you two goons, because you guys are
Mhm.
my three stack. But
It's the 3 stack right here.
yeah, the goal is to get as much loot as possible as early as possible, and then hit the second floor as much as possible as
Oh
early
yeah.
as possible, and then high rollers
Yep.
and get the goods. I want to be able to supply the guild with goods. You know what I mean?
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It'd be good stuff, man.
Yeah, the guild's gonna be fucking sick.
The guild's gonna be dope, man. Guild is gonna be dope.
Yeah, so I'm in Meech's boat. I fucking took a week off of work because I don't have a life. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have kids. I don't have nothing. So, what better thing to do with my life than to play this for a week and stream it 18 hours a day? Super excited for the game to come back out. Um, it's just I'm fucking so thrilled. But for day one, the second I get into a lobby, I mean, sleep. If you could take that day sleep off, just one day, like before like Courtney posts the schedule or whatever, you should at least take day one off. But you might already have it off. It's a Monday.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
say
Why
what the
not?
days are gonna be, by the way?
What days the games are out?
Yeah. When the
It's February
playtest is being
6th to
released.
the 13th.
Yeah.
6th to 13th. I think that's right. But I took all those days off. So I mean, if I did it, then my math right, I'm pretty sure like I put the time in when I heard the correct times or whatever. But yeah, my plan day one, we're all gonna get into a lobby. I thought about this a lot, so you guys know that I fucking just run away and I'm pretty much useless. So I have
Yeah.
a strat to kind of get the best of both worlds. So when we spawn, I want like Meech and Sleebo, I want you guys to like just clear rooms, and then as Rogue, I'm just gonna go fucking get the whatever pick chests there are, because not every map has pick chests that are easily accessible. So I'm gonna go scout. I'm gonna figure out where the pick chests are, hit them, and then once I hit them real quick, I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna full clear to the mid. That's what my objective is. That's what I want to do for every lobby. So it's like,
Not a
Kind
bad
of what we were
idea.
doing
Yeah.
before last place test.
I mean, kind of, but it was way more scuffed. Like I would spend a lot of time in those rooms. So like, I want to spend less time. I just want to scout, get what I can, go back. Like, especially mid room with the skeleton dude and the wraith. Like, I should just like it's like all right, the room's here because there's two other rooms that have pick chests. So like hit those two rooms, and then once we clear to mid, we can get that room afterwards. So I think that's what I
Gotcha.
wanna do, and like obviously hit the pots and crates are fucking baller loot in my opinion.
Yeah,
Well,
they do drop like just a good. I don't know what the table is, but I guess
no,
that's
it
one
drops
thing
good
that
shit.
I want to address with the podcast too. Is that there's a couple people in the Discord that have talked about wanting to collaborate on game data and build out a wiki, like a personal wiki.
Mhm.
That'd be awesome to work on that. And anybody that wants to come forward after watching that podcast and just remind and post something in D&D general, that'd be great. We could get like a little text channel set up for you guys. So
Yeah, we have
I just think that's the one thing that we should definitely start looking towards recording. Is just like, in, I don't know if there's a way we can find it through the game files as well, but just what the actual drop rates are for different like chests, loot chests, pick
yeah.
chests, yeah, whatever, and then crates and vases, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
there is
them.
no data on it right now because I had tactics and cargos have been messaging me about getting that data, and I sent them everything I could, like all the item files, but they didn't have any results.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
it makes sense they'd keep that like server
well, it's
side.
some sort of
Yeah.
like logic that they use to like make the all the drops and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, no. I hope they do it. Yeah, it's tactics and cargos. Those are the two people that are working. So they're making like a website where you could do like roles. Like you could open pick chests and it'd be like a simulator, and you'd have
Cool.
like items. It's like I don't know if you get like I don't play Destiny, but there's a website for Destiny where it like because Destiny is very similar where it tells you uh like you can get shit fucking rolls or you can get it's called god rolls. So like I saw one on Reddit the other day. Like someone had like a fox pendant. It was like +3 all stat and it was like 5 physical damage, 5 weapon damage. I was like holy fuck dude, that's a fucking
Yeah.
beef boy. So like that'd be like a god roll and like so what this
Mhm.
Destiny website does is it tells you what items you have in your inventory are considered god rolls. And I
Oh,
think that's what
cool.
tactics and cargoes
Yeah,
are
cause
trying to
dude,
do.
yeah, during the end of the last playtest, dude, I had a green, yeah, like rat pendant that had like +4 knowledge on it or something like that, and like I
That's
can't remember
beefed
what
out.
else it had. Yeah, it was nasty. And this kid, I was trying to sell it on the trading post, and I was like, "Yo, it's like trying to sell this green thing," and everybody was trying to undersell me because it's a fucking green item. I'm
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't
dude,
matter.
look
It's
at the
just stats,
stats.
exactly. And that's what, as the game
Yeah.
progresses, that's what it's gonna turn into is because it happened to Maple Story too. Like weapon attack stat in Maple Story is like the most important stat ever.
Hmm.
Like if you have 6 weapon attack on like a level 10 glove, like it's worth billions. Like it's worth a lot of
Yeah.
fucking money. Because Maple Story, another game, you have to you use these scrolls and the best scrolls in the game have a 20% chance of working. So and you can only enchant something 7 times. So every time you roll 20%, if you get all 7, like you have like a fucking $1 trillion fucking item. And that's a bit different because like you have to enchant it. There's a lot of RNG, but like we pick it up and it's kind of the same thing. Um, so yeah, we can. Do you have anything to add, Sleebo, to this?
Uh, not really personal.
Word. So the
But
next,
sorry.
no, I'm thrilled. I can't wait till this fucking game comes out, dude.
I'm excited to play it too.
I
I
want
am.
to. I think I'm gonna go. I might re-roll fighter, but I'm gonna start with rogue. And like for the
You think you're
tournament,
gonna have you played fighter at all yet?
no, but I've seen so many videos, and the thing is with fighter, if they have a pocket cleric, dude, they're just so
Yeah,
busted.
it is. It's a
You
really
get armor on,
good class to
Yeah.
they
play.
have that haste buff where they can just sprint at you, like fucking,
Yeah,
dude, they're
they also have
just
a heal.
disgusting.
They also
Yeah,
have a
before
heal.
you
Yeah,
got
their
into
haste
the
buff heal
game,
thing.
Sal, before you got into the game, Slebo and I had done a couple runs earlier, and it was just ridiculous what a fighter and a cleric can do together. Like
I know.
Yeah.
he was taking on 3v2s and like and I was just
swinging.
sitting in like the back corner just casting like heals and weapon buffs on him, and he was just fucking holding out. It's just
Just swinging, dude.
yeah,
Just swinging and blocking. That's
fighter's
it.
really
Dude, they're
good.
so busted. Like I said, pocket healer. No one plays cleric to begin with, and to have Meech, which you actually know how to play it and you play it well,
Yeah.
it's like a blessing. It's like a
Yeah, I
fucking
learned how to
god
tipper
roll.
the mace on like the second or third day, and it just made such a big difference.
Yeah, the mace is super.
I want to see you
Um,
decked out in legendaries.
Yeah, I know. I never got to use any legendaries.
yeah, me
I got a
neither.
purple.
Really?
couple
Yeah, I got to
times,
use a
but
couple purples. Purple
Yeah,
weapons are fire too.
dude, I had a legendary Rondel dagger. I've never like witnessed so much power in my life. It's just
yeah, I
so
had
Yeah.
too much
so
fun
sick.
just fucking around in the game. I didn't like try to grind high tier items. I was still like exploiting like every little thing this last playtest because it was my first playtest. So now it's gonna be more. There's gonna be things and times dedicated to research. Like
Yeah, I'm
fucking
excited.
yeah.
It's and I mean, I don't know. I don't really. All I wanted to do was create like a scientific formula of how I could successfully do solo runs, or successfully like cheese things and just get items. And like I'm obsessed with power. Like I love just being over fucking powered in a lobby, like invincible. Like you're literally bullying kids. That's that's why I love this game so much. Like they're just having like full legendaries. Like your rogue's fast as fuck. You can like if you can two shot with rogue, like oh my god, dude. It's just so
Yeah, it'd be
fucking
busted. It'd be busted.
exactly. Just plus weapon damage and everything. Cause the thing is with weapon damage is it doesn't scale. You get flat fucking increase. And it's straight broken, dude. It's absolutely
Yeah.
broken. Especially so it's more broken on rogue than it is on any other class because rogues attack really fucking fast. So if you
Hmm.
take like a Rondel dag, whatever, right, it's like 21 damage, but you attack like every point 0.7 seconds. You're talking you can stack like 20, 30 weapon damage. Like you're just like like 50, 50, 50, 50. Like it's
Yeah.
off, dude. It's just so broken. And then you have like clerics like weapon damage obviously is good for cleric, but their attack speeds are so slow that
And
like
there
Yeah.
were a couple times on my wizard though too when I had like really high intelligence. Like on some you know what I mean? We'd have runs where we like went in, got good armor, and then we do another run. But there were times when I had like really, really high intelligence. Dude, some of those fireballs were like literally one tapping people.
well fireball has
Like,
a lot of base damage to begin with.
yeah, and I know. And then just like having the actual like armor increase, like for like, you know what I mean? Just like magical damage, shit like that, dude. Just like, you know, it- unbelievably busted how like quick you can make a character like top tier. But you can lose it in a second by just like playing them.
Dude,
You know what I
that's
mean?
just fucked up, dude. You make one mistake, dude, all that's gone. And that's what's so
Oh,
fucking scary.
bro, the amount of times we backed ourselves into like horrible situations,
Yeah.
like nowhere to run or like, and another thing too, the I don't know what it is, but like the plague or whatever thing that's like floating
Oh, like
around,
the
the
smoke or
gas.
gas, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit'll get you, cause that place is like a maze.
Yeah.
So, like, so easy to like wander off in the wrong direction and then like
Yeah,
be
you're like,
way
oh
too close
shit,
and
like
get yeah, and then you like run down a hallway thinking
yeah.
you'll be able to sneak out and it's a dead end or something like
Yeah, it doesn't do too
yeah.
much
So what's
damage.
crazy about that storm or the darkness, I think is what it's called, is the cleric can completely negate it.
Wait, how?
The
Is it
cleric has a spell buff that he does. Again, shout out Odin. He's the one that sent it to me.
Is he a
I
cleric
don't know
main?
where it is. Yeah, he's a cleric main. Um, he sent it to me. I can't remember what spell it is, but let me bring it up on YouTube here. And he basically does this debuff spell, and or maybe it's a buff spell. Hold on, dark and darker. Cleric. Storm, maybe survival. Um, I'll have to look for it, but basically, he casts. Let me look at what the cleric spells are. Here, come back to me for a second.
No, I got you. Yeah, so next topic would be how much would you pay to play the game? How
40
much do
bucks.
you guys think you think it's worth $20?
No, I said 40.
Oh, 40? Okay,
I'd pay
40.
about as much as I paid for Tarkov.
Would you pay 60 to play this game?
I
Or would
would
you be like, fuck
honestly.
no?
I'd be upset if it was 60,
I know,
If
just
I
it
would,
because it.
yeah.
I
if
mean,
it was
for the full game, like if they, I
if
don't
it was
know.
more polished,
Yeah,
if it
at
was
the
more
end of the
polished, then
day, like
maybe.
right now, the way it's heading, if they keep like making everything great and they keep listening to the development and like shout out the devs first of all there What's the studio? Is it Iron
Iron
Mace?
Mace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
I
out
know the
Iron Mace.
devs.
They're doing they're doing great. They're listening to everybody. I mean, you've had conversations with them, so it's like it's really cool that they're so involved with their own community.
Yeah.
I think they potentially have the ability to like make this like a
AAA
great
title.
game. Yeah,
Well-
I mean, AAA is hard to reach like actually AAA, but they have the ability to like get to that kind of echelon. I think I think they're really good. I think this is a really good game.
So let's
Um,
say
yeah.
after this next playtest, they're like, all right, you guys can continue to play until like the game like comes into early access, whatever.
But you'd have to pay for it.
You'd have to pay $100 to play. Would you
No,
do
I'm
it?
not doing
But
that.
it came with
No,
like
I'm not.
skins. You got like a founder's skin. Like
No, I'm not doing
you
that.
got like a bunch of extra
Nah.
stuff. You wouldn't do it?
That'd be really
Mm.
sad to see for this
See
game. If
them
they
do
did
I don't
that,
think they would
yeah.
do that. But like, dude, I would pay $100 to
So,
like play right
here's,
now. Fuck.
here's my logic, right? Here's my logic. So Tarkov, the way that game is built and how in depth it is, right? That game's $40, right? If Dark and Darker was like that, I know it's kind of different because it's with guns, but if it was built as in depth, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd pay like 60. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But for it not being, as
It's not finished.
up to par, finished and everything.
Oh, I
For it not
remember
being
what it
that,
was now.
I'd still pay 40. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
So
and that's
just
like what
to sorry, Slevo, to interrupt.
No, you're good. No, you're
Just to
good.
circle back to that cleric strategy that I was talking about. It's the spell called cleanse. Literally, if you use cleanse while you're in the storm already, it removes all harmful magic effects from the target, including the darkness.
Damn.
So you can just stay and walk around
And
the
see.
darkness. Yeah, so just one thing to note if you're a cleric. Because I never kept cleanse on me. I thought it was a shit spell. I didn't know. I was like, nobody casts debuffs on me. Nobody's thinking that hard about the game yet.
Yeah, I
in
need to get you
PvP.
that the solo fucking lich farm or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
'Cause
sick.
He posted like the spells and everything for it. So I want to do a quick let me share my screen. I want to do a quick. I want to show you guys this because I saw it last night. It's fucking hilarious, bro. Where's my fucking? Hold on. It was like someone made like a dark and darker edit, and like they jumped over a chest and it like licked its butt cheeks. Dude, it's so,
What the
it's so
fuck?
fucking funny, bro. He's like a new like he only had 50 subs, bro. He released like this crazy fucking video. Where's my was it library? History. Alright, this is the Pavis thing, but look at that later. This dude, this guy, bro. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna share the thing so you can hear the sounds. Dude, this shit's fucking hilarious. Where is it? I think it's here. Oh no, so yeah, he goes stealth, the thing follows him, and then he has to jump over it. Look at this fucking edit, boys. Dude, what the fuck is that, bro? Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's so funny.
I don't know how he made it. But
He must
dude,
have I don't know. It almost looked like SFM, but I don't know.
and
It's
this
so
is right in the
funny.
beginning, but this is like the Pavis. You see how they just
yeah.
they just put a fucking barrier up and like the wizard's trying to shoot fireballs. And then it boom,
This
it's just the
God,
Pavis
that's
is
it.
unfucking phased.
Yeah, that's sick.
Dude, oh,
Yeah, I didn't play much with any archers besides random lobbies.
on Cody, but yeah.
Yeah, that basically was a random lobby.
Alright, so general consensus is that we pay 60 max. If it was fleshed out, 40 would be a good price.
Yeah, like if they were like, "Yo, next playtest, we're just gonna release it early access, $40," I would buy it.
Oh,
I'd
fuck
buy it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'd
I'd
pay
buy it.
60. I'd pay 100. I pay
I would pay
1,000.
60, but I would see. I would happily buy it 40. 60, I'd be like, "Rah," and then I'd buy it after like 2 days.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
No, you gotta play it.
Yeah.
So starting with Sleebo, what do you think is the best class in the game, and what do you think is the best composition for threes?
Wizard's best class.
Wizard best class, okay.
Enough said. I don't need to explain it. Everybody knows what it is. You see a wizard coming at you, you shit yourself. Everybody knows that.
Unless you're close
Nah,
range.
dude. I
You
don't
see,
think
Wizard
you see
at
so.
that
medium
wizard.
range is scary.
You see
I
that
don't.
wizard start throwing fucking shit, dude. Terrifying.
You can
I
also
think
avoid
wizards are
aftershave.
bitches, dude.
I don't think they're that
Yeah.
good, but I think they're incredible support, like
I
clerics.
I think the general consensus for wizards is that they're very much loot dependent, and I think a low tier wizard is obviously gonna rock any other low tier class with, like
Yeah.
you said, a fireball. But when it gets up there, dude, and the people are coordinated that you're fighting against, I don't know. It just
Not best class.
I don't think so.
Best
I
class.
think it's
Dude,
by
they're
far the biggest
Cleric.
crutch class.
okay.
but-
So
Crutch class.
think
Yeah.
about this composition though: fighter, wizard,
mage.
cleric. You have the fighter, fucking big
I
dick
think
tank.
wizard's my second favorite class. That's why
Dude,
I'm answering
cleric-
honestly though.
Cleric gives him the fucking shield buff, gives him divine strike. Wizard gives him haste and invisibility. And all of a sudden, there's a fucking beefed out fighter in your face. Like, dude,
Yeah, if you're not looking for
it's
loot,
so
then yeah,
nutty.
I would say that's probably like the best comp.
yeah, I think
because
fighter, wizard, cleric.
if you don't have a wizard, you need an archer. You need something with range. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Wizards
People
are
that don't roll
good,
with range.
and like the high tier wizards I've seen, like they always have spells, dude. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's gear, but like they always have spells. They hardly meditate. They don't really need campfires.
Who wizards?
Yeah, and they're always able to cast shit.
Oh
It's
well,
like
yeah.
they-
Well, when you meditate, you don't need campfire.
I'm saying they hardly meditate. Like they just
Yeah.
have, you know, I don't know how they do it, man.
Oh well, that's. I think that comes back to just having like good loot. You know, like
Good
high
gear.
knowledge, high like spell capacity. You know, there's items for spell capacity and there's items for knowledge.
How does
so it's
spell
like-
capacity work? 'Cause I actually don't know.
I assume it
Uh,
means you can either cast more spells or cast more of the same spell. I don't know.
Yeah, you
One
can
of the
put more spells, I think, in your.
So I feel like
Oh.
that would conflict with knowledge though,
No, wait. What does it do? I forget what it does.
because I don't know. See,
No,
that's why
what
it'd be
no,
really
no,
nice to
your
work on
no,
the-
your spell capacity. Remember, what is it? Your skills or whatever. There's a skill you have to have that. There's two trees. There's like two spell capacity trees, but like you need to have a certain perk in that tree to like use it. I think, but like it's kind of jank. I don't know. I never really like figured it out
Yeah, we didn't have
totally
enough time to.
100%. Yeah, I was starting to kind of figure it out, but I never really got to dive into it too much because I wasn't getting it. I didn't get enough of like the perks and shit.
So Meech, what do you think the best class in the game is, and what do you think the best composition is for threes?
Obviously, I'm gonna fucking say cleric just because cleric's nasty.
I'm glad
Everybody
you like
likes
yeah,
a daddy
keep loving-
cleric, dude.
Yeah, of course,
fucking, can't
Cleric
go
gets
wrong.
dubs.
I think everybody that's starting the game should either start as a rogue or a cleric, because those are the two like, if I had to say, those are the two like polarities of play styles. You know, it's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
cleric is very like team oriented. Like I'm gonna fuck shit up before I enter a room. I'm gonna buff myself. I'm gonna assess the situation. Rogue is like the exact opposite. It's like I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna fucking scam shit and
do
I'm gonna
something,
get the
yeah.
fuck out. Like, or I'm gonna post up because somebody's in the room next to me and I'm gonna jump them as soon as they come into my room. You know, I don't know. There's
Cleric
like
is
it's.
busted.
I think they're. I think every class has a really good pro and con list. You know, like I think everything's very well balanced, and I think a good team of three is already been discussed. Honestly, it's cleric, fucking fighter, and rogue. Just
You
because
think
if you have,
rogue? Why rogue?
well, I guess we'd have to talk about what you want to do. So it's like if you want to do PvE, then if you want to do PvE and get loot, I would say cleric,
So for this discussion, it's gonna be high roller threes. What
high roller
would be the-
threes. I'd probably leave rogue behind in high
Yeah, that's what I'm
rollers,
saying.
honestly.
Like rogue is fucking S tier, no loot. Like
Yeah.
you're resetting, you're trying to make money. Like,
yeah,
rogue, dude, number one, 100%.
I'd say like that the three that I just listed is my go-to three, just because those are the three that we all main,
Yeah.
and like I like playing with you guys. I think we always have a good time, and we usually pull out with some pretty good loot.
Yeah, we're not fucking
Um,
bitches either. We can get some kills.
yeah, but I guess all right. If we're gonna have to go straight statistics wise, swap out the rogue for one of the two ranges, like I said earlier. Either I honestly would pick wizard just because wizards I feel like are a little bit more self sufficient than archers.
Yeah, I'd rather have a wizard than a fucking ranger just because of
Yeah,
the haste buff and the
yeah.
invisibility buff. Like
And
the
I can't
support
help
they
but
offer.
laugh. Like, yeah, dude, it's so funny. Like, I'll just always remember this moment when we have a good friend in the Discord named Sib who just like it was Sleebo, Sib, and I playing, and this was my first times playing with an archer. And I'm sitting there chilling. I think I was getting a haste buff at the moment in that one room where the lich is on the outside, or on the inside rather, and there's
The
the
lich,
buffs
like,
on. Right, the lich is the big there's the statue of health in the middle in that room. And then there's the
are you
lich.
talking about the inferno or the crypt?
No, I'm not talking about in red room
Okay, yeah, so
or
that's not
anything
the
like that.
lich.
Oh, what is
There's
the thing
Wraith and
that
Skeleton Champion.
Wraith, excuse me, sorry. I was there was this one time when we were outside the room with the Wraith and the healing statue. I don't know how you want to describe that room, but it has the three buffs on each side of the hallway, and then it drops
Yeah, yeah,
down,
yeah.
and then you go into that room.
In the
Yeah.
middle room's Wraith
So
room with the fountain, and then behind the
yeah,
fountain is the
exactly. And
lever
then
to
there's a
get the three
secret room
chests.
for a
Yeah.
chest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're in like getting into that room, and I'm getting a haste buff, and all of a sudden we get caught in a 3v3. But it's really 2v3 because I'm getting a buff, and Sib and Sleevo are getting jumped right now. And fucking Sib's an archer, Sleevo is a fighter, and Sib's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Meech, help me, help me, help me!" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm getting my buff. Like, give me a second, give me a
Yeah.
second." And he's like, not like shooting at them or anything. He's just like like I turn my screen, and he's just like jumping backwards, like trying to like run from
Get
him. I was
away.
like, yeah. It's just like so. I always think about like when I think about like sustainability. I don't think archers are sustainable. Like just like in
Yeah, if they have to reload and you're up in their face, like they're
yeah.
useless.
Yeah, literally, like they'll panic. Like
The wizards
I've,
have a lot in their
I've
toolkit
heard
though.
them panic. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so wizards like in that situation they can pop haste and just run away.
Exactly. Or you know, I mean, people. I've been told that you're a scrub if you use swords, but you could also whip out the sword real quick and fuck shit up too.
Dude, I think a Rondel Dagger wizard is the scariest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, exactly. I forgot they could even use rondel daggers. Yeah.
Dude, like I've seen like all the clips I've seen, like the Rondel Daggered wizards are the ones that are the best.
Mhm.
Um,
I think rondel dagger is definitely the best in slot dagger.
so the next topic is wizard OP?
Well, we've already been talking a lot about wizard already.
Exactly. I'm not sure if they're
Um,
OP or not. I don't
I don't think they're
so.
OP, but we've never had a good enough to like good enough loot to experiment
Oh, I
with
thought you
it.
were
You
gonna
know.
say good enough wizard. I was gonna take that disrespect.
No, I like
wasn't gonna
playing
take
wizard
that.
personally.
I've
I
never
like
played
playing
wizard. I've only played rogue and ranger, but I
I
played
think
ranger for
wizard's
like
a
10
lot of
minutes.
fun. I don't think they're OP. I think if you don't know how to play the game, then you're gonna die to one easily. But as soon as you know how to, like, there's always a character in every like PvP game where it's like, the whole point is for them to like be the bully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
barbarian.
Yeah, barbarian. I mean, wizard. I can even
Fighter.
think of in MOBAs. You know, you have your jungler. You have something that's scary to see up in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But as soon as like you know what you're dealing with, they're not that scary. You know, it's like, okay, he's gonna cast fireball. That takes 15 seconds for him to fucking get it off, and then like once that's done, he's gonna run away from you. It's just like you just run up,
I don't run.
chase him into a corner.
I don't run, dude. My presence
You don't
is
run.
known.
That's why you get rocked, dude.
I don't get rocked. What are you talking about?
Okay, man.
I'm him.
Uh-huh.
I've never
Wizards
lost
are
the game.
squishy, and it's like
Wizards are way too squishy to be
I've
someone
never
who's overpowered.
I've never been
True.
killed.
What do you think, or
been killed.
Sleebo, what do you think is the most overpowered threat for PvP? What class?
the most the biggest threat.
Like you see
are we
them, you're like,
talking?
fuck.
Are we talking solo?
In threes high rollers, I'd say.
Barbarian, bro.
Yeah, barbarians, especially for me being rogue, it's like I hate fighting barbs.
Bro, if he's with a
Hate it.
cleric and like a wizard, dude, I'm shitting myself.
But that's another thing. So like, I played a lot of World of Warcraft, and when you play arenas, you want to kill the healer first. So like, anytime we've played, and I feel like we've had a lot of success from this, I'll see a
I hide.
barbarian, and what's up?
I was just saying, from my cleric point of view, I hide. I let you
You
guys do all
have
the
to.
fighting.
That's the
Yeah.
smart. The healers should hide, and
Yeah.
that's a smart thing to do. Because for me, it's like I'll not stealth, but like I'll see people walk past me, and it always like, is either the barbarian or fighter that go first, and you'll see the archer kind of like trickle behind, and then it's the fucking big juicy cleric, and that's the
Yeah.
motherfucker you want to jump, and you want to kill that guy first, because everything else will be easy afterwards.
Mhm.
And I've always done that. I've always targeted the cleric. I have no. It's just built into my blood to do it, like
That's
being a
smart.
rogue. But like
And
barbarians, it's like, dude, I need like either Sleebo or even you, Meech. Like Meech Divine Strike and like Sleebo use fucking Fireball. Like you gotta keep your distance. Like that guy can one shot you.
mhm.
Or it's like if I'm
Yeah.
behind him and like you guys are hitting him, like I can finish him off. But like you gotta be really tactical taking care of a barbarian. I don't think it's difficult, but it's just so different. Like I just hate like if you run at a barbarian as a rogue, like you're dead. Like this, and that's what sucks about rogue. But alright, next topic I have is fucking topic everyone loves is the private server. So this will just
Oh
be like
yeah,
a quick update.
that's a new
I
thing.
I know. I don't even know why I put it in here. Private server, so multiplayer isn't going to be a thing till we have single player. It's more prominent after the next playtest, or more like it's going to be easier after the next playtest. Single player has been weird, trying to figure that shit out offline, but I the farthest I can get is just spectator mode and going around maps and shit, and I can kind of I'll display that here real quick. But I'm not gonna touch too much on this. The whole Discord's based around this shit, but where's Steam? So I can like we've gotten pretty far and like we're able to edit maps pretty easily. But you guys remember this room here?
Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
That's a classic, dude. Yeah, so I can load like
Block.
the dungeons now.
Oh no shit.
Mhm.
It's where the skeleton champ runs around. One of the areas.
Yeah, and you have like all the cells here and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I can't load entities, I can't load players, I can only load maps and go around in spectator mode. I can't find debug mode. And that's pretty much where it ends for now. I mean, we're always looking into it and stuff, and I mean, there's no other game I really want to play besides this or RuneScape. So I've been putting a lot of time into this, but we've made it pretty far. So that's pretty much that topic. Let me stop streaming. Nope, wrong button. So next topic we have is the economy. So I'll start this one here. So a lot of MMOs or like multiplayer games, they do things called gold sinks. So a gold sink in Dark and Darker right now would be an example of when you trade someone, they take 15 gold from you. When you become a trader, it's like 50 gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything that just uses gold. So common gold sinks would be like dirt, like repair costs and shit. That would be a gold sink. Or RuneScape did it was called like a well of good fortune or something, where you could just dump gold into it, and the mods would turn it into real money and give it to charity.
Mhm.
So that's like another version of gold sinks. Do you guys think that the game, like if you guys had to put a gold sink in the game, what would you put in?
Like, well, that they do some of them already, right?
Yeah, they have a few. Like I said, the trading and becoming a trader. Mainly the trading at 15
Plus high
gold.
roller buy-in.
Oh, high roller
Yeah, the high
buy-in.
roller buy-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the high roller buy-in
Um,
should be higher?
No, I think it's a pretty
What
good
is it?
balance right now.
What was it again?
I think
70,
75.
yeah,
I think.
70 or 75.
75. It's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's
Could be
fine.
it could be a little higher, but I mean, if it wasn't, I don't think it would be
I
bad.
think there's a lot of syncs already. I mean, they're just like buying basic gear from the merchants and stuff like that.
They sell
There's
gear for so cheap though. I mean, some of it. If you get
I
like
mean,
greens or blues, can be like 25 or 50.
campfires are 25.
Campfire is 25. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. The current NPC economy is already a pretty good definition of a gold sink. It's all
Yeah.
they pretty much kind of
Especially like
screw
Nicholas.
you for a lot of white tier items,
True. That's
So,
true.
and yeah, Nicholas was cool though. I mean, he was honestly probably the most fair trader just because
He actually had
I don't
good
know.
stuff.
Yeah, and you could buy candy canes on the general trading posts. So,
Yeah, it brings me into it's like relating to this topic, but for day one plans, I want to make as much money as I can so I can buy candy hearts, and then I'm gonna buy all the fucking candy hearts I can for like 10 gold a piece, and then once like day 2 or 3, I'm gonna sell them all for like 20, 25. Like, dude, I'm gonna be so fucking rich.
that's a
But
good idea.
that's the one material I think is the most valuable, and I want to get as much as I can of it.
Well, the event currency.
Exactly. I'm assuming it's gonna be candy hearts. They had candy corn, candy canes. There's gonna be candy hearts, and then it's gonna be Cupid. It's
Makes
gonna be the
sense.
vendor.
I
So
like that.
I think like just having so RuneScape has platinum. Fuck, what are they called? Platinum tokens. So
Mhm.
one platinum token is worth 1,000 gold. So like that's like the Dark and Darker equivalent of this thing, of currency. So like
Gotcha.
I would rather have 100 candy hearts than I'd rather have, 200 gold or whatever. Like I can easily exchange that, get my gold if I really fucking need it. Like it's just the best. Like I'm dumping all my money into candy hearts.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like I don't know about y'all, but I'll probably end up buying it off you guys too. But that's where all my money's gonna go.
Might be a good idea.
Because
Might be a
once
good idea,
you,
brother.
so I figured this out at the end of the playtest. But once you reach a certain point, you, so everyone's traders are different. So let's use Nicholas for example. Like we have, you have a bunch of candy hearts, and like Nicholas is selling like a +5 weapon damage dagger, 3 all stat, like it's a god dagger. You could buy that for 70 candy, and then you could sell it on fucking the player exchange for like 80, 90. You can get like a little bit more for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
once you reach that upper echelon of fucking cash, you can straight up just flip and make a shitload of money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of how it goes for most economies, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the rich get richer, you know?
Mm.
But that's where I want to be. Like, I want to be at the point where it's like I make one flip and then I have fucking full purples to run with. Like, that'd be fucking sick, dude.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
then,
Yeah, I
fire.
think the main key for us personally was to or is to make sure we hoard good tier items earlier in the playtest so we can have more fun in the later side of the playtest.
exactly. Me personally, well, and you guys too, if the way that this tournament works, but I think I told everyone in admin chat, Sleepo, but I was invited into like the tournament. It's gonna be on February 11th, and it's gonna be based on
Mm.
kills. So if
Oh.
I'm able to go in with a team of 3, I would like just support from you guys, and you guys would also need like nasty ass gear. So that's what I'll be working towards, is having nasty gear for that event. And then once I get a second set, I'll use that for high rollers. But I'm always gonna
Yeah.
keep like my best set until that day, cause I want to win the prize.
What's
Hmm.
the prize?
I don't know. It's probably a few $1,000s.
Oh shit.
But Aspen Gold and Soda Poppin are gonna be in it.
Oh, so we're just gonna have to grind kills.
Exactly. So, but I'm not. They might make me go solo. I don't know the rules. I mean, I could talk to fucking um, what's his face about it? Cargos. I only asked him the day, and he told me the day. But I'm definitely in the tournament, which is fucking wild.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
congrats.
fucking, I can't wait for that day. Like, it's gonna be a huge day for all of us. Like,
Yeah, for sure, man.
so
Gonna
yeah,
be
I'm
big time.
saving up the monies, and that's pretty much what I think. Like, we're having the whole week off. I'm gonna be rank 1 wealth. There's no way I'm not. And oh, one fucking topic I skipped over was the guild. So with the guild, we have the Pizzeria Guild, and we're doing a DKP system. So DKP is like virtual. It's called Dragon Killing Points, but it's a virtual currency. So if you give items to the guild, you will get DKP, and then you can use that DKP to buy items from other people in the guild / the guild bank. It's gonna be an incredible system. I have separate accounts set up for it already to run the banks and everything, and we're gonna get a DKP add-on in the Discord. And since we're gonna be on 24/7, it's gonna be awesome. But I'm super excited for that.
Yeah,
How do
that'll
you
be
guys feel
cool.
about the guild and DKP?
I like the idea of the TKP. That's sick.
Yeah,
mean,
we'll have to come up with our own acronym for it.
Yeah,
Since there's
THC.
no dragons in Dark and
THC.
Darker yet.
Dude, imagine when
We
they
could
do.
call it something like loot point currency or something like that.
Pepperonis.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that because, like, I mean, everyone
Pizza points.
yeah, pizza points. But everyone listening right now, like, I know you guys have just vendored greens, vendored blues, like, and like
Yeah.
for me, it's like you probably vendored a Chris dagger I would have used, like, and I want that, but I'm gonna vendor a fucking Pavice or whatever that shield is, or like fucking, like I vendor a lot of stupid shit that would be valuable for other classes. So I think keeping that loot in circulation is gonna make us the strongest guild.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
I'm so fucking excited, dude. It's gonna be so much fucking fun. And then, so someone on Reddit said, classes with bows shouldn't be the only ones who can solo bosses viably. Sleebo, what's your opinion on that?
Uh,
Libo's
I
never
mean,
even been to
I
Red
don't
Room.
think I don't think I've even fought a boss, bro.
Well, even like,
But I mean, like you just brought up something about like a cleric doing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, cleric soloed it.
I don't think
He
that's
did it with range
necessarily
though.
true.
That's
He
true.
did
He
it
used
with range.
Molotovs.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, fist fighting something. Yeah, I think you should be able to do more damage to certain things or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
wonder
don't
how
know
the
how they
devs
would
test the
answer that, but
it's kind of interesting to you kind of put yourself in the dev's shoes and be like, do they have somewhere in the NPC's moveset like an exploitable timing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there, when they designed the Lich, when they designed the Red Room bosses, like the centaurs and shit. Well, I don't think a centaur is a boss, but when they designed those enemies, did they actually ensure that there was going to be a time for you to step away, step in, get like damage? You know what I'm
and
saying?
then
Or
back
did
up,
they just
kind of
make
like
it
in like Dark
impossible? Yeah.
Souls, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because there is
Yeah.
no, yeah, because unlike Dark Souls, there is no dodge, there's no roll, there's no step back. It's like you have to make sure your player is out of the swing zone or the
Yeah.
attack zone. And
Dude, it's like
They
RuneScape
do
in
have
that
like
manner.
the
speed buffs
only,
and
yeah,
shit
the
like
It's like
only
that.
clunky.
counter I've ever heard or gotten advice for was when I was fighting, I think it's the Lich, the weird ghost fucking floating napkin.
That's the Ghost King.
Oh, the Ghost King, yeah, the floating napkin. Somebody said jump, and that was the only thing that saved me in one
Yeah.
of its attacks. But
Yeah,
other than
I
that,
remember
it's
that.
like I didn't know what else to do. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So who
But yeah,
knows?
I have a video
But
here, so I'm gonna show you the solo cleric thing or whatever real quick. Hold on, I gotta do the thing. Can you guys see it? The Templar cleric build.
yep.
You see.
So this guy, he literally he uses it's not Molotovs. He uses the fucking the oil
Lanterns.
lanterns, yeah. So he sees him, he just so he does his AOE real quick, and he casts it really fucking fast. Dude,
Yeah,
like
it's
he's just
probably the spell
throwing
book he's
Molotovs on
carrying.
him. So I think that the
Yeah,
fire
see, that's what I'm
stacks.
saying.
So like
Yeah.
each fucking thing on the ground will do each thing on the ground will do its own dot damage. So if you throw like
But,
3 on the ground, it'll be like 3
but
dots at once.
but did you see that skeleton casted something that did like half his health?
Yeah,
Like,
but
how are
since
you
he's a
supposed to
cleric,
dodge that?
you
Yeah,
don't.
but that's what I'm just saying. Is like, how do you dodge that?
He's able to keep moving, so he avoids his auto attacks. But like the one, he has this one move where he like does. Like, he's not doing it, but there's like this. It's unavoidable. And I
Yeah,
think
no, I saw it earlier.
yeah, this thing. So it has like a purple
Yeah.
thing around you. So this is guaranteed damage no matter what. And I think how did he avoid that actually?
He used cleanse a bunch of times to build his protection, negate
Okay.
harming effects.
But like solo cleric is so fucking powerful.
Yeah, cleric's like like the all-in-one, dude. He can do whatever you want. But when it comes to PvP, I mean, he's like B tier if he's alone
What did he
because
die?
he's just so slow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's handling it pretty well.
Oh
I
yeah, well
think
this is PvE, but
that Lich has so much health, though.
yeah.
I know.
Is
And
it
look at
dead
how
yet?
close he comes to
No.
dying. Oh,
He didn't even.
yeah.
I guess he didn't kill it. I thought he did.
No, 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 no. It says Lich fight round 2 at the end in the second
Yeah, I
chapter.
know that's what we watched. I
Oh,
thought he was able to kill it. Must be a
It looks
different
like he
video.
gets close.
But dude, imagine us three going there, fucking oil lanterns, molotovs. We just light that bitch up. Like, what can he? What can he do about it? Like,
yeah, it gets
Mitch
smoked.
healing. Like, dude, this shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that'll definitely easy peasy if you just go in and do. If we all do what that guy did, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's no problem.
I think it's possible for sure. I want to kill the lich. That's another goal that I have with this.
Yeah, I want to kill one of those
So,
fucking.
do you guys think how would you guys feel about an auction house opposed to like what we have now? Like
I
something
would
where
like
like
an
people.
auction house, kind of like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think,
I think
Mitch?
an auction house would be way cooler.
What do you mean?
Like people will post trades and like so you can like look at a list and be like, all right, this costs this, and I can buy it or not buy it. Or you could
Yeah,
search Rondel Dagger. You could search by rarity. You could search by the stats on it, fucking,
make that
or
work.
how much it costs. I kind of like what we have now because it's just so lawless.
hmm I mean, an auction house still would be.
Auction
Yeah, I
house
think
would be
an
the meta.
auction house would be cool. You could have both. You could have the trader and then
True.
an auction house, because an
I think
auction
that would
house
work
is a
well,
different way.
actually.
You could get a different amount of money on the auction house
Well,
as
auction
opposed
house
to.
like would take a while to get your gold, but like if you do it on the trade chat, it'd be like instant.
Yeah, but if you do it in auction house, you might have a better chance of getting more money for it because people will bid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you might be more inclined to put people might be inclined to put their shit on the auction house as opposed to like the trader thing. But on the trader thing, if you're just trying to get rid of it quick, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I think having an auction house would be awesome. I know they plan to implement it. Excuse me. All right. And do you guys think that proximity chat would be a good thing for the game? I personally think it would, especially with the toggleable options. I think it'd be fucking hilarious. So it was like when I first played, I thought that like that was the one thing the game needed was proximity chat.
I think proximity chat would be perfect. If it was push to talk, you know what I mean? So that
It
way
Yeah.
you're
has to
not
be
always.
toggle. It has to be toggle
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
and I think
otherwise, the
yeah,
people that don't like it would get very upset about
mad.
it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think I think it would be pretty cool just to have because you could just have those little moments where you and like other people
Like,
just talk
hey,
shit to each
fuck
other in a
you.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like a gamer moment where
It'll be
somebody
great
is
for
like
content.
wholesome. You know, I think it would make the game a lot more
I'd be like, yo,
fun.
drop all your items or I'm
With
gonna fucking kick your ass right now.
it'd make the multiplayer of it a lot more interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm 100% for proximity chat. I'm surprised that
Yeah.
people are against it.
Yeah, I
Toggleable
think.
is like, dude. I mean, why
Yeah,
not?
and if it's toggle, it's like you don't have to talk. You know
Yeah,
what
you
I
don't have to
mean?
talk. You can shut it off.
And if somebody wants to scream, yeah, all right, cool. You know where they are.
Exactly, it's an
You
advantage.
know what I mean? So, I think it would be a really dope addition to the game. Another thing I think would be a really dope addition to the game is damage like to like limbs and shit like that, depending on
Yeah, that
like
was the
where
next
you get
topic
hit.
actually.
Yeah, that causes like I think that would be like one of the cooler things that they could add just to give it another like layer of difficulty. Like you have to like again, it makes
Are
it
you
more
talking like
Tarkov
Fallout
like.
where it's like you broke your right arm? Or are you talking just like visually?
No, it's more like Tarkov like in that sense. Again, hate to bring it back to that, but just like if you get shot like in the arm, your arm's fucked. If you like
Yeah,
fall and you land on your legs hard, your legs are broken. You can't sprint, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but they, make certain ways to heal from it and shit like that, or
I wouldn't want them to
whatever,
have fall
whatever.
damage in the game personally.
I
I don't
don't
like
think
how there's no
fall
fall
damage,
damage.
but I think like you getting hit like in like
With a
certain parts
certain
of your body
swing,
like
yeah.
make it harder for you to swing, make your swings do less. You
That'd
know
be
what I
really
mean?
hard to
Because you,
implement. I
I
think
mean, if the hitboxes are like they are, I mean the hitboxes are pretty consistent. You know what I
accurate,
mean? I don't
yeah.
think it would be hard to make it.
Especially
Like
with the fact that
body
there's
part based.
already weapons that increase attack speed or decrease attack speed. I don't know. I feel like a damage modifier to attack speed isn't that hard of a.
True.
I mean, hey, I'm not a developer. I'm not a software engineer. I'm just the guy that looks at the code, judges it,
Yeah.
as a normie. But I just think that like going off Sleepo's point, I like that more than I like the idea of I've heard of item durability. I don't
Fuck item
like.
durability.
I know they've already been like. There's already features that you can't
It says
access yet,
repair, yeah.
but
Fuck
yeah, that you
that.
can repair stuff. I, dude, I'm gonna be working so hard to get a legendary tier item. I'm gonna be risking it to get it fucking, to go
Yeah,
through
there's already enough
floors with
risk.
it. It's like people like imagine, you do 2 floors of it and you have to repair your hammer thing, your legendary war maul, and then right after you repair it, you get ganked by a shirtless noob. It's like
Yeah.
So
I just
here's
spent
a
so much money, time, and effort grinding this thing out. Like, there's already, like, I don't know.
so
I guess
I'm
that's the
not
name of the game, but I feel like that just adds another level of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Redundancy that
Yeah,
just
fuck
isn't
that.
needed.
There's already
I
like you can go Sleepo.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I'm not totally opposed again like from it as long as it's done like properly. Like if I don't like have to
Here's the
do it
thing.
if I
There's
don't
no
have to
right way
do
to
it
do it.
all the fucking time, like if I don't have to do it all the fucking time, like if it's a once in a like great
Here's
while
the
type
thing that
thing,
will
I'm not opposed to it.
pacify me personally. If you're going to make it that I have to repair my items, I should be able to also build my own items.
Mhm.
I don't know how they want to
I mean,
implement that.
kind of with Ruby Silver, you can already do that.
You can color them. Yeah,
Well, no, you
that.
get like you mine the ore and you can like it's not custom. Are you talking like put your own enchantments on it, like weapon damage and shit?
No, I'm telling you, like, bring, like, I don't know. Yeah, well, like I said, like, yeah, you find an ore in the game or something if you want to bring a pickaxe with you, and say it's like steel or iron or something or like that, and it gives you, a little bit to trade with, say, the blacksmith, who then forges you an ingot. Then you trade in like 6 ingots, and depending on what metal they are, they give you like a weapon head with a tier level on it. And then when
Yeah.
you craft the weapon head and like the weapon base together, then it rolls like a loot tier drop based off
Ooh.
of that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they,
Like,
they
Yeah.
they do that with the Ruby Silver already. Like they roll the rolls and all that shit.
mhm.
But you're talking like different tiers, not just Ruby Silver. Like a
Yeah, so
green
I'm talking
variant, a
like,
blue variant.
yeah. So I'm like what it looks like right now, if for the repair mechanism, is that you're just gonna pay and it's just gonna be like boom, health bar full. I think if they really want to like incorporate a repair kind of thing, they should also incorporate like more materials in the game that you can harvest to also like build your own weapons. I guess, to a
Yeah.
balance. I don't want it to be like, I don't want to take away from the drop in, the grind, and I don't want people to, you know, I'd still want people to feel not safe when they go in with legendary weapons. I
Yeah.
don't want
Yeah.
it to be
Gear fear.
easier. I'm not saying that like, the whole idea of gear duration. I mean, I am a little bit. If biased wise, personal bias wise, I don't like the idea. I don't like it, but I don't think it's impossible to make like actually, good. You know, I think it's like something that you could very well implement into the game, but I don't think you can just implement that alone and expect a good reception from it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
I
there's
getcha.
back to the subject of gold sinks. I think that just dying in the
that would
dungeon
be.
and losing everything is already a big enough fucking gold sink.
Yeah,
Like they
exactly.
don't
I
need to put
agree.
repairing into the game.
No, I agree. If you're gonna put another like gold sink or material cost in the game, you need to also incorporate something that balances, you know, all of this excess bullshit loot that we have that we, you know, all we can do with our greens and blues is sell them for 7 to 15 gold. Nobody wants to buy them on the GTP. So, you know, what we're doing as a community in this Discord is we're going to have our own, you know, quote unquote DKP points for, you know, selling and vendoring lower tier items
Yeah.
because, you know, that in itself holding those is a gold sink. You know, it's like we don't have anything to do with these. We should be able to maybe smelt them down or
Oh, I see what you're
something,
saying.
you know,
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
like there's should be something. We need to have a return for the player still, you know. There's too much
Yeah.
cost, there's
Yeah.
too much material spending. I feel like a lot of the game when I played through it, and I was playing it through it mostly casually. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I definitely was on the sweatier side as far as dedicating hours to it, but everything I did was mostly casual. And because I play a cleric who is kind of a like generous character to play as, you don't need a lot of good loot to play the game well as cleric.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I just found myself being kind of a broke bitch most of the time because I was just spending most of my loot money on beers and doing beer runs.
Beers, yeah.
You know, like I was just getting
Yeah.
hammered in the game
Did you ever get a
all day.
legendary beer?
No,
Those
no,
exist, dude.
that's awesome.
I know.
Legendary
That's sick.
beer.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like
did
it's
get a.
orange.
I think the coolest thing I got was a green campfire one time. I didn't think. I think
Dude,
that's
blue
about it.
bandages, blue
Oh, I
potions.
did get blue bandages actually and a blue campfire, but
Dude,
nothing purple.
imagine like, there's gotta be someone out there, especially like, so me personally with the tournament, I want purple bandages. I want purple campfires. Like, I can't
Yeah.
imagine like those gotta sell for like a good bit, bro. Like, how much would you sell a purple campfire for? It's gotta be like two,
Oh
three
my
hundred,
god, dude. Yeah.
at least 2 or 300.
Some bread, man. I
Fucking
think
Yeah,
20.
I
probably.
mean just for rarity alone, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could probably charge like 4.
dude, it's just honestly straight up.
I
And
feel like there's gonna be a point where everything's like super expensive.
yeah, but in the beginning,
Yeah.
it's gonna be super cheap, and it's gonna be the
Cheap,
best
yeah.
time, bro. That's gonna be the best time. Candy hearts and fucking consumables. Like
Mhm.
this is all good because like this is what I want to fucking. I want to stack up those things.
Yeah.
Like especially blue or above consumables. Like I hardly ever saw them. Like
I agree.
they're so rare and like especially for a tournament where you only have a certain amount of time to get kills. Like I mean, people are gonna be paying out the ass for those. I mean, me personally, but I already know I'm gonna be the richest person in the game. More so because I took a week off and I know how to make money. I'm so excited, dude. Treasures
Yeah,
and
me too.
purples, dude. That's all you need is treasures and purples,
It's gonna be sweet, man.
dude. Oh, quick extractions. We'll get the skeleton skin fucking day one. Speed on that
Yummy,
shit.
yummy, yummy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if anything's gonna hold over. They said it wasn't, right? I
No,
don't think
nothing
anything
comes back from the last one.
it wipes. Yeah. Oh well. I'll get my scaly skin back.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, there's so many things I want to do in this playtest. It's gonna be tough in 1 week.
I mean, we'll have a lot of time to do everything, though. I mean, not everything,
True.
but a lot of the stuff we want to do.
Yeah.
Cause I don't mind if like you want to test out a different class. Like I have to play fighter at some point.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna
Mhm.
max out rogue first. But I
Yeah.
would advise like you should consider we gotta make second accounts because they have to be level 5 for the trade post.
Mhm.
I'm assuming we're all gonna do that. Or like Sleepo, do you plan to make a second account for D&D or no?
What do you mean?
Like so you have two accounts, so one it's just like extra bank storage, and you can trade things while you're like in dungeons or waiting or fucking. Like
You
if I'm
mean
let's say
like
I'm
an extra
spectating you guys and I
character
die,
or an extra like Steam account
extra
and like
Steam account, so you can have two instances of the game.
what the fuck?
This is
Well,
important. Like to do, like if you want to be like, I mean, I don't expect you
Nate,
guys to want to be number one. I want to
if
be
I if
number
I
one, dude.
look if I have to buy a copy of the game, no, I'm not buying a second copy of the game.
Oh shit, I forgot about buying it. I'd still buy 2 copies. I thought you meant like, well, because the playtest is free, so I'm only thinking about this playtest where it's like, dude, you could run 2 accounts. You just have to get the second one to level 5, and then in between lobbies, it's like you don't have to spend time doing all this shit. You just trade it to the alt and get back into the game. And while you're in the game, like tavern, fucking whatever, you're selling things on the other fucking instance.
He's like, you're selling these things, and I like.
Well, this all comes back to RuneScape. So RuneScape, there's this stat called efficient hours played, and the higher that stat is, like the bigger your cock is, and like that's how the big boys
Okay.
fucking play, dude. Is having good EHP, bro. So with this game, it's like I think about that. I'm like EHP, like how can I efficiently use my time to be the best at it? And having 2 accounts, it's a no-brainer. Just have him sit in fucking ETC3, and then just go in there in between lobbies, trade him, make sure he has some gold, whatever, and boom, dude. Like it'll take a little bit of investing, maybe like 1 or 2 hours to have it, but it's so worth it. I think.
I get you.
What do you, Mish? What do you think about having a second account? Do you think you'll run that, or is it just turbo sweat for you?
Yo, it's crazy that you say that because somebody named Meech just showed up in this RuneScape lobby fishing next to me.
Wait, what?
Whoa, yeah, literally Meech, 3 E's, 2 H's. That's funny. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it all depends. How motivated I am. Honestly, I feel like I can
We
make
have
my
nothing but
own Steam account, but
well,
it
we're gonna
really
have
comes down to like whether or not you can actually trade while in the middle of a dark and darker game. Like I know you can probably, but
well, there's a
personally,
lot of downtime, dude. So let's say you extract and you're
is
spectating. Like you have, no matter what, you
oh
have
well,
to wait
yeah.
for your party. So it's like then that's time to do shit.
Do you though? Because you can just
But you can back out, but like if you want to re-queue with your three, like you have to wait for them to get back. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think that's
How?
so. I'm
Okay,
confused
yeah.
why you would. So, what in that example you just explained? You extract first, and your other two are still in the server,
Like you're
whatever, in the
spectating your
game.
friends, yes.
So why don't you just go to the main menu?
So you go to the main menu and then you queue up, and then it's like, wait, my 2 friends are still in the dungeon. So if I want to
No,
queue with
no,
them,
you'd be selling at that point when you get to the main menu.
oh, I see what you're saying. Like you would sell on the main account.
I would
Well,
sell once I'm like, yeah, while once I'm waiting
but
for
you
the
want to support your
homies.
friends. You're not just trying to fucking go to the main menu and not support them. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like personally for me, the homies are always streaming, so I could just watch them while I'm
True.
trading. I don't know. Like I see your point, and
No, I like your point too,
I
though. I think it's
yeah,
really good EHP doing it the way you would do it. It might even be
yeah.
better than my
Oh,
proposed offer.
big brain idea just popped in my brain.
What's up?
Big brain. They should do this. Make an item to make it so make it a rare item. It's very hard to get, or something. But make it so there's an item that allows a portal to be used more than once. So
Mm.
you can
Dark and
have like,
darker.
yeah, so you can
Or it
have
turns
like
You're
into like a
instead
talking
of,
triple
about
portal.
yeah, but it's
you're
That's
rare.
talking about
Like,
something
cool.
that the devs should add.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
like
should
into the
add
game.
something. Yeah,
I like that.
I
Yeah, it
think
could
that'd
be
be.
like fucking purple rarity, and it's like, oh shit button or something. I don't know.
Magic
You could
mirror
use
just
it for.
Magic
teleports you
mirror,
home.
Be
Yeah.
dude. Hire this
it'd be
man.
fire. It'd be fire for. It'd be fire for like high rollers and shit.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. And honestly, I'll DM fucking SDF right now and tell him to put it in the game. I'm just kidding. That's a wicked good idea. I don't know why they wouldn't add it, but I mean they got so much on their plate. Like I felt bad just like messaging them or talking to them, and I'm like, dude, I'm taking away from their dev time, and they're already fucking. There's only 20 of those motherfuckers working on this game, bro.
Yeah.
I really love this company, and I love how they're trying to get away from like traditional gaming these days, like how Blizzard fucks everyone, how fucking Activision fucks everyone.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice, and like, I wouldn't be able to talk to them or do anything if they were like that big of a company either. So it's like crazy. I don't know. Fucking, what's this? Okay, word. Yeah, I think. Okay, the last part of the segment here is we have some viewer questions, which is going to be from Burks. He says, I'd be interested in you talking about the competitive slash hardcore angle of the game.
Okay, so I'll start with this one because we brushed on it earlier. What the best 3 stack is: Wizard, Fighter, Cleric. I think that's gonna be the best high stakes PvP comp, and I think
Yeah.
let's see. Let me look at that question. He said something about leaderboard is temporary. What will the sweats do to measure their dicks after that's gone?
It's a very good question.
So with that said, I mean, it really comes down to I can think of a couple ways. I mean, who's got the nastiest legendary stash? For one,
Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
definitely.
I think rank 1 wealth shows that you have
Yeah.
the hugest cock.
Yep. Yep, I
Dude, it's
agree.
like, yo, I got
Especially, I think
candy
here in the
hearts, fucking.
pizzeria as well, we'll have things in our guild to reward our own top leaderboards players.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have some. Yeah, I don't know if
Jersey
there's a way
Mike's
to
gift
track.
card.
Jersey Mike's.
You get a Jersey Mike's gift card.
I was gonna say though, I wonder if there's a way to track active hours played. Because I was gonna say, what about Steam time? We should have a leaderboard for who has the longest like Steam time of Dark and Darker on the
I
SNES
don't I
playtest.
don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like
I
that because you
do.
could just leave the game running.
Well, that's what I'm saying is
Is
we
there
need
a bot to
active
make our own
hours for
leaderboards?
that.
Like, that'd be
I don't
really
know.
hard. I think, I
Well,
mean,
I
we can
mean,
measure it by total DKP. Like, not spent DKP, but like
mhm.
total amount that they have.
Well, I
Like,
mean, for our own personal in the Discord guild, like it would probably be more towards user submission and stuff. But I think we could still build out like some sort of community leaderboard, for our people.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd say who flexes the biggest legendary stash or total wealth? Um,
Oh, like private server bank, bro.
Ruby silver, stacks of ruby silver, things like that. Just like weird monotonous items
Crazy
that.
opulence. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I can't
I think
fucking wait.
besides kills and stuff like that, that's the best way
I
you're gonna
like
be able to
kills and I like the
flex.
leaderboards that they have. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It's I okay. If I had to choose between them having high roller leaderboards or like having both, like I'm fine with the way they have it. Because
Hmm.
if they put regular leaderboards out, like these sweat stains are gonna go into fucking regular lobbies and fuck up like new players. So
Yeah, I mean, I would.
that's what I'm saying. I would too. So I'm happy that they have it set up so it's like
Only for
it's
the high rollers.
only high rollers. So if you want to be ranked, you want to do all this shit, go to the fucking sweat stain lobbies.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. But dude, the
Yeah.
only legendary we got last playtest, we got in a regular match. We didn't
Hmm.
get it in a fucking high roller. That crossbow, remember that?
Yeah.
It was
No,
us
I
three.
remember.
We got it.
Yep. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's basically what concludes my part of it, though.
Yeah, I think the best. Maybe Mitch said it best. Like the best threes comp is gonna be fucking wizard, cleric, and fighter. There's no fucking
The
doubt in my mind.
one thing I want to point out too, just when people are like, "Oh, Archer's probably the better range."
No, they don't
No,
have support.
Wizard can literally cast magic missile and he can turn his fucking projectile midair. Like, no, you're not gonna tell me that the triple shot in the Archer is better than anything the Wizard can do.
I mean, Archer might be better at PvP, but for overall like PvE support, PvP, like
Yeah,
Wizard's the best. There's no way.
yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I would rather have a Deadeye accurate Wizard than a Deadeye accurate Archer,
Same.
personally. Like, it just goes a lot longer.
Yeah, Archer's boring anyways.
Yeah, there's so many cooler tales about wizards than there are archers. Just throwing that
Fast.
out there. So if you want to pull wenches when you play this game, pick wizard or cleric.
Yeah.
Otherwise, fucking be the tiny little cockhold you are.
On God. But yeah, I think that, I mean, we touched on all the topics. I think this was a good first episode.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm happy with this. I think we had some good discussion. You guys have any like closing notes or anything you want to say before I end the video? Shout yourself out.
You know, come check me out on Twitch. I can't wait to play Dark and Darker with all you fucking goons in the Discord server. It's gonna be a
Join the
great
guild.
time. Join the guild, and let's get ready to rat some loot, man.
Fuck
Yeah, we're
man.
almost at 1,000 members, and the last like 300 have all been from Dark and Darker. So just want to say thank you to everybody
you,
that's been
yeah.
supporting Sal and the rest of us while we've been doing this. So
Yeah, it's
really
honestly,
sweet. Really can't wait to start raiding and doing
And-
adventuring with you guys.
Yeah, and having an awesome community to build with, man. It's gonna
Bro,
be
trading
dope.
greens, blues, DKP. We're gonna
Yeah.
run this shit. We're gonna run this shit. There's no way we don't. Like, I can't wait till the next playtest to play with all of you guys.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, if you're watching the video, sorry. I know you're not home yet, but I gotta end it.
Oh, here's
What's up?
one thing I want to add real quick if you haven't already ended.
No, I haven't.
Okay. One thing I think we should plan to do, just I should have brought this note up earlier. And you might want to just cut this out anyway, but what I plan to do to stimulate and get the vendor trading going in our guild is just I'm gonna collect as many greens and blues and dump them every hour, like
Dude, honestly,
specifically
yeah.
on the hour, just so
No, wait.
that
Oh,
way
that's
I'm
cool.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think it'd be a good, especially if I have time off and we're gonna know life this like we say
Yeah,
we
I
are.
mean, yeah, we took the whole week
Like-
off. What else were we gonna do?
Yeah, like it might as well, like I think to just get like the
Every
community
hour.
going and stuff, you know, like might as well be like, yo, giving away these blues and greens, you know, just to start getting people used to like what we want out of the Discord, you know?
Yeah, well,
'Cause
we'll
what-
lead by example.
Yeah, because what I would be nervous about starting this is everybody will want free shit, and I don't know if as many people will want to give away free shit. I mean, I love our community. You guys are all very giving people. I was just thinking about that ahead of time, so I just wanted to talk to you two specifically about that and bring up what my plan of attack was to get things going in
Yeah,
the dark
every
and
hour.
darker
I
side.
mean, if we all did every hour, it would be fucking nutty.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, come
be
get your
great.
greens. This is all we have. Like fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think everyone should have starting DKP. Like we give everyone like 10 DKP or something.
I like that.
Right.
Little stimulus.
Yeah, stimulus jack, you know? Dude, honestly. So Prim just sent me a new map file. Actually, I want to test before I end this.
I'm gonna run to the
Local
bathroom
map
real quick.
options. Game script mode base. Put this in. Boom. So this should load a dungeon, I think. Steam. I gotta put time fucking punches on this shit, or you know how YouTube videos do that?
What? The timestamps?
Yeah, timestamps. I have to do those for the
Yeah, you should.
podcast.
Be
For each
good.
topic. Fuck, where did I back this shit up? Mod, COVID, fuck. Oh, this. Engine. Where is it? Dungeon? No. Yeah, we figured out how to save fucking maps in real time. Inferno Edge, Lava Corner. Fuck, something happened. Where the fuck is it? It's been too long. I gotta get this working. Nah, never mind. Alright, tap. I love you guys. We'll see you in the
It
next
was a great
episode.
time, guys.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you,
Love you
everybody, for
guys.
coming.
Mwah. See ya.